BVI Channel 1 Biafra Discourse, a live interactive section from this platform, giving you the opportunity for you to interact with us and be part of the discussion. And it's happening every Friday, but something led to another. We were unable to bring it to you yesterday, so that's why we're bringing it to you today, being Saturday, and it's coming a little bit late, but we're going to be very snappy because this very issue is really at the center of the table when it comes to the Biafra agitation. War or referendum? What do we want? Biafra through war and Biafra through referendum. What do you want? What does Biafran people want? What are they looking out for? In Nigeria today, we already say that Nigeria is at war. And for a long time, I've been saying that Nigeria had continued the war against Biafrans long, so since after 1970, let me just put it that way. They've changed the war strategy or the war battleground. They shifted from using starvation, ammunitions, bombardment. They now started using economic war, social war, and other wars to intimidate the Biafran people in Nigeria up to today. Now, Nigeria is at war with itself, including Nigerian leaders acknowledge this fact that Nigeria is at war with itself. Now, coming down to the Biafran people, considering the nature and the position or the condition of Biafrans in Nigeria today and the heightened agitation for self-determination of the Biafran people, many have said, he that is on ground, do not fear to fall. Biafrans have already witnessed war and continue to be under siege since after that genocide war of 1967 to 1970. And now say, what else? War is already on our doorstep. In the north, they are killing people with Boko Haram. In the west, kidnappers are ravaging. In the east, you can see the activities of the herders, the armed herders, or the armed jihadists posing as herders to ransack village, kidnap, maim, all manner of atrocity, violent crimes happening everywhere in Nigeria. And it is only an ignorant fellow that is deceiving himself who say that already we are not at war. We saw the video we published. We saw the position of even the governor of Benue State, who I admire so much for his courage to announce to his people, telling them to get ready, to arm themselves with whatsoever thing that is available for them to defend themselves. That is because there is already a war. Now, in fact, many Biafrans, especially those in diaspora, they are seeing it from the war perspective. Those in Nigeria are having some kind of, they are not sure if they want war to happen, because they will be the direct victims. Those living in Nigeria will be the direct victims of the war. Those who have invested heavily outside Biafra territory, the middle class, they look at it, even the business class, that's the middle class, let me put it that way, that have invested heavily outside the territory, are saying no, they don't want war, including Biafran agitators in Nigeria. And many pro-Biafran groups have adopted that peaceful process, legal process, legitimate process for self-determination is what they preach. Except just very recently, indigenous people of Biafra, because of the failure of the governors of the Southeast especially, to protect the people from the war that is already brought upon them, they failed to set up security, regional security, just like the West did. They refused to to do that. They refused even to make a law according to the indigenous custom and tradition of our people to ban open grazing. They didn't do that. And that gave rise to Eastern Security Network, which we all know the position of the political class and that of an average man in Igbo land. Today we are seeing armed violence happening everywhere in our homeland. And the question pops up again. Would we want a Biafra that will come through armed struggle, through full-blown war, or are we looking at a process that will guarantee the Biafra people, the referendum, the opportunity for them to decide for themselves what they want? Not just the Biafran people, but the entire Nigerian people, everyone trapped within the British colonial contraption, to decide for themselves whether or not they want to be part of Nigeria or they want out. And even if they say they want to be part of Nigeria, at what condition would they want that to happen? So all of that is what we're going to be considering. And you can join this live interactive section. It's unfortunate that our live chat did not pop up. Very sorry about it. We're so sorry about it. We hope the live chat will be able to pop up so that our viewers will be able to drop their comments. Those that wouldn't be able to call the direct line to make their submission. So the live chat is disconnected. We hope they are going to reconnect it. But if that doesn't happen, okay, we have the live chat back. And people already dropping their comments. All right, so we proceed. Now, this is the narrative. Just like the experience of this, my own personal opinion, so that you see, you bring your own opinion so that we all look into this, interact, and be able to move forward as a people. Good. Now, let's look at the war angle. Historically, when war happens, whatever happens within the war goes with the war. And if there should be another war, it is almost certain that the abandoned property of a thing that happened before will repeat itself. You remember when they did abandoned properties for the Igbos, the Biafran people that left wherever they reside, their investment, and came back. After the war, they lost all those properties. Even those in the civil service lost everything. Okay, good. Now, if Biafran people should go into another war, take it or leave it, it is certain Nigeria does not have any opportunity. I can tell you that because one, Nigeria is already at war with itself from all angles, and Nigeria cannot fight from all angles and succeed. And this is no longer the time where the world will now fold their arms and watch people slaughtered in such a manner we witnessed before. Then we are witnessing a situation whereby the North Central, the Southwest, the South seems to have changed their position. They have shifted their position and alliance with those who are determined to keep everyone as their slaves, because that is the bottom line of all the crises you are witnessing in Nigeria today. Good. Now, but looking at the consequences of the war, we have to calculate the costs, counting the cost of the war. The Biafran people, unfortunately, we failed to learn a lesson from the first experience. After the war, we moved out in mass with the survival instinct, because everybody was unable to survive. Somebody is already calling to join me in the BC and Enugu. Just hang on, be on the line with me. I'll bring you in. Let me finish this very narrative. Just keep listening. All right. Now, the Biafran people failed to learn a lesson from their experience before. When they moved out to survive with that survival instinct, they survived. They started their normal when they go to any place, they would like to be part of that place. They will develop that place, building properties, fixed assets, contributing to the development. In fact, invested heavily outside their homeland. That's a calculated conspiracy, because the federal government of Nigeria deprived the southeast, especially, and most part of the Biafran territory as at then, the opportunity to strive economically. So our people have to be forced out. But the mistake there is that when they survive, they remain there as though that Nigeria is now welcomed them. But that is not the case. That was a mistake, very big mistake. And today, if you meet some of these people which you have already met, look at some of them have heavy investment. And they are the ones that, if you say you want to prosecute war, they will be part of those who will say, okay, we are going to mobilize in terms of war, in terms of this. They are very important in terms of, such areas, fine. But they are not interested. Why are they not interested? We are not taking video calls. Please don't call us on a video call. Now, why are they not interested? Because they have heavy investment outside Igbo land. Their properties, their business, their companies, their investments are all outside. And they're considering if there is another war, they are going to lose those properties. And I can tell you, it could happen. Now, that is apart from the catastrophe, and I would say, if there is another war, that's my opinion, it should not happen in our homeland anymore. Let it happen anywhere outside our homeland. Let it happen anywhere, but not within our homeland. That is my own take. Now, let us now move over to considering the costs and other collateral damage that it will result to when it comes to war. But war, I say, is the last option anyone should think of. If there are other options to explore, I think that should be the area our people should be thinking more and focusing more. Now let us consider referendum. Referendum got to be a process whereby the people will have the opportunity to vote whether or not they want to be part of this union. Don't forget that this union came about from the colonial master who never gave our people a chance. They never gave our people a chance to choose to whether or not to be part of what they are creating. But for the colonial convenience, for the administrative convenience of the colonial masters, they created this hell on earth they call Nigeria. That is the truth. Now, how do you get your way out? Through referendum. Fine, because I've had our people say they want referendum, give us referendum, give us referendum. But many of us do not have the opportunity to think, what process do we get before we can get to a referendum? And at this point, let me quickly bring in my partner, who is already on the standby to give us his own submission. Hello, Ndubisi. You're welcome. Hello, V. We can't hear you. Yeah, go ahead. You have the floor. You had
yes,
my
I'm
analysis.
here.
Now, we're talking about the referendum. What's your take about the whole analysis? Just give us your view. Then we'll open up the lines for people to call.
Yeah, Chinedu, thank you for the wonderful work you are doing for our dear people. Thank you for the wonderful job you are doing for our people. You can hear me?
Go ahead, the world can hear you too.
Yes. I know in Nigeria, peace. Why some of our some people that are part of this contraction called Nigeria do not want peace. However, want peace, you must get prepared for war. But in a situation we found ourselves in Nigeria, I mean Igbo people in Nigeria, we are smart people. Igbo people are quite intelligent people. The war we will fight into the 1st century is not the war of God. It's not the war of bullets. It's the war of computer. 21st, we can use our brain to execute this, to to execute whatever program we want. So, in other words, we should prepare for war. Because if you want peace, you have to get prepared for war. I'm I'm prepared mean that we have to come to the set of talking and to be raising an alarm. A wise man don't talk too much. And the most dangerous dog doesn't bark. You know a cooker we have in the village. A cooker in the village we have in the village doesn't bite. It barks here and there, barks, makes noise. It doesn't bite. So I want our dear people all over the world, those listening to our view this night, that Igbo people are wired and connected. The world is afraid of us. The Fulanis or the Hausa Fulanis, how many are they? They should be afraid of us, of course. So the decision between the war and the referendum shouldn't be what anybody should be talking about. We should be ready and prepared. But of course, we know that moving out of Nigeria depends on us.
Seems we are losing him.
Us organize ourselves. Can you hear me, Chinedu?
Go ahead, you got you back.
All right. I said any day we want to move out of Nigeria, we'll go.
So how do we get to that point where we can just walk out of Nigeria?
Chinedu, me and you know that this discussion did not start today. Moving out of Nigeria means that we have to get our political. Me and you are already political elites. We are when people talk about politicians, people are referring to them as if to say that a different entity. They are another entity. We have to select our best to take over our land. And once we possess our land, we will say what we want. If we want to move out of Nigeria, we'll just make a pronouncement that just like the 17 southern governors did this week, they sat one place in Asaba and said, we will no longer accommodate open grazing in the whole of southern Nigeria. And that will be backed by law. That Nigeria negotiated, restructured. I mean, this is political talking.
We are losing him. We hope to get him back again. Don't forget, we are going to open up the lines, and the lines to call is on the screen. Go ahead.
Want to move out of Nigeria? Yeah, are you?
Yes, I can hear you, but we are losing you.
Oh, or maybe I should call a phone. If this line is not clear.
Go ahead.
Okay. We get to that point of just saying we are moving out of Nigeria. Who are we? We should begin to define we are who. We have state actors and non-state actors. Who should say and who should the world listen to? It is the state actor. So if we are referring to are people on the streets or people on the social media that will say we want to move out, my brother, it is not possible. It is just mere talking. So if we want to get to that point where we want to move, we have to continue mounting pressure on these guys. And where need be, we change them with people who desire, who want to move out of Nigeria to be among the state actors. These are the people that will organize people to take the final decision. I do not see any hello?
That's the state actors you mean, the state actors you mean are the people in political offices, those taking critical decisions in the southeast.
One. Hello, governance number one. Houses of assemblies leader representative number two. Igwes number three. Union leaders number four. Then not actors. But you know, in making a statement like this, the word of whoever, the word of course, will listen to the elected leaders are in the majority.
Okay.
If we are in the majority, we should take over the state forward. And the state forward, I mean, it's just governors and the house leaders in the various house of assemblies. We'll take it over and be the politicians, the current politicians, and then take decisions. Outside that is mounting pressure on the people occupying the position now. This is I am in Biafra land. I am calling here and I interface with people. I interact with them.
So I'm
not in America.
I think we've gotten that very point of view very much. Now we will give other people opportunity to be part of this discussion. You can call the direct line.
All right.
You can call back again when it's needed, so that we give other people the chance to speak.
All right.
All right. I'll let him go so that we'll quickly have the opportunity for callers to call in to make their own submission. Talking about referendum as my way of wrapping up on that angle is like the summary of what all this grammar is speaking. You know, these lecturers, they speak too much grammar, but some of people will not understand. He's saying that war is not the option for now, but we should be prepared for war, because when you want peace, get ready for war. Good. Now, but while preparing for war, if there are other alternative measures for us to take to get to our destination, we should take that those steps for us to be able to get to the destination we need to get to. Now, when we say give us referendum, because I've seen people say we have asked them to give us referendum, they refuse. Now we are demanding, we may go for war. Now, you don't demand for referendum by mere war of man. That's why he was talking about state actors and non-state actors. The people on the street can be shouting, we want referendum, we want referendum. Nobody will listen to you until the state actors start demanding for the same thing. Your governors, your senators, your House of Rep members, the Igwes, the leaders within the geographical description that demands for that self-determination must be the ones demanding for the referendum, because referendum decision in Nigeria will be a political process, and those occupying those political offices will be the ones to determine it. Can you imagine if the National Assembly rises up today to call for a national conference where the Nigerian people will have to decide? Don't forget, Jonathan tried it, but they were cosmetic about it because of the politics of continuity, okay? That's how that one was watered down. Now, if keeping politics aside and be politically correct, the political actors in the east, in the southwest, in the south-south, those agitating for self-determination, if they have the majority of their people in the house demanding for the same thing, that is when there is possibility, because you have to make it a law. It has to be passed for Nigerians to go for referendum. So you know, when you say I want a referendum, you can shout on the social media, you can shout on the print media, you can shout on the top of your roof, you can shout and scream you want a referendum. When these state actors are not interested to do the needful, to be honest with you, you will keep shouting. But what is happening in Nigeria now is pushing them towards that. That's why everybody unanimously applauded the southeast and southwest governors. The southern governors in Nigeria came together to make that decision. Everybody agitating for Biafra, they were happy. They gave thumbs up for them to make a decision to just ban common open grazing. You can imagine if these governors come together and say, listen, we either have a regional government or we either have a referendum in Nigeria as a way forward or nothing. You can imagine when they take such decision, the earth will quake. And that is what we have been talking about. Because since we have people who do not have the interest of the people at heart, the people that want to play the one Nigerian politics, they will keep playing the one, they will keep peddling, renewing the process of this continuing impunity so that they will remain in power and keeping the people under subjugation and trying everything possible to frustrate the effort of those genuinely fighting for their freedom in Nigeria. And when we talk about it, some people say you're talking about one Nigeria. To hell with one Nigeria, we're talking about one Nigeria. We talk about it. But always the process, don't get it out and say referendum. No. I want to work it to a part of the reflect in our leadership. That is what the world is looking at. The international community, we are asking, are you not seeing what is happening? They are looking at your political leaders. Unfortunately, the political leaders are not representing the people. They are representing themselves, their personal interest. The people are not interested in getting rid of these people that are posing as though they are representing their interest. They are not representing those interests. But our people have refused adamantly. They are not going to be part of it. They are not interested in it, in that process. That means the only option is war. Because I've seen people saying they don't want to fight war. No, war should be the last option. And we see comments on the live chat. Many people are dropping comments towards that direction. If you go out of the people, nobody wants war. Nobody on earth wants war. But for you to have peace, you have to prepare for war. And when war is brought at your doorstep, I am very, very certain. You see all this division among Biafra groups. This group are not conquer. This group are not conquer. Let me tell you, when the ships are down, you will see how united our people are. I can guarantee you that. Forget about all this noise making we are making, fighting ourselves. Now go on the social media. When the ships are down, the Biafran people will stand shoulders to shoulders to do the needful. That is what I can assure you. If you think otherwise, then you are a problem. Because if you get to that point and you're still saying, no, this one does not belong to my group, and you don't want to stand in shoulders with your brother to fight your common enemy, then you are the problem. I can tell you that. So I don't have any issues with that. Now, if war should be a second option, then the other alternative, how do we get to those alternatives? And that is just the summary of what we're talking about. We hope that you can call to make your own submission through the lines you're seeing on the screen. +234 8104545 533. That's the number you can call to make your submission. The number is right there on the top of the screen. +234 8104545 533. People have been calling while we are making our analysis, but the lines are now open. You can make your submission, make it brief so that other people can call. And when you call, please stick to the topic under discussion because we discuss issues and not individuals. The first caller on the line. Hello, your name and where you calling from? Hello, your name and where you calling from? When you call us, listen to us. When you call this line and on live program, tune down the volume of your radio station or your TV station or whatever gadget you are watching from. Then speak to us from the phone because we can hear ourselves from your own end. Tune down your listening device, please, and talk to us through your phone. You are not listening, we are ending the call. Please, if you are calling, please, you are not going to speak to us through your TV set or your gadget where you're listening to this live broadcast from. Just tune it down or walk away from it and speak to the world via your calling device so that we don't mess up with this process. Okay? The numbers to call remain +234 8104545 533. It is right there at the top corner of the screen. We're talking about Biafra through war or referendum. What do we want? That is the discussion under review today. That's the discussion under review. You can call to make your submission. While we wait for your calls to come in, we're going to go to our live chat to see what we've got there. We have Chukwu Lozie Isaac. He said, thank you for your work. Thank you too. Cynthia Atueni, good evening everyone. We greet you too. We acknowledge everyone that is watching and dropping their comment. Jim Whitson, thank you for being part of this program. Let us leave compliments. Let us go to commentaries. Ejike Fan, he said, war is good and faster, but we are ready for that. He said, war is good and faster. Where war is good and faster. War can start today. You can know when to start a war, but you may not know when to end it. So it's not good and faster, but it is an inevitable evil that we must be ready for. All right? When the needs arise. Now let's take this caller. Hello?
Yeah, hello?
Your name and where you're calling from, please.
I'm Obaka calling from.
Sorry, you can call back again. We lost you, Ubaka. You can call back again. So we are still on our live chat while we wait for other callers to call in. Janet Amanze said, there is war already now. Yes, we know that. We talked about it. So, Onyuku Evelyn, we thank you. Lucy Quinn, we appreciate you. Jerome Yokoye, thank you. Obaka Mbwemen, I said, we want it without guns, but our politicians prefer playing the games because it favors them. And that is absolute truth. That is exactly what we're talking about. It is the politicians that are pushing, because when it gets to the point where there is no other option, the people will revolt. Just like we saw the IPOB take that drastic action to fill the gap, to address the failure of the Southeastern governors. The leadership of the Southeast failed to set up their own independent security or regional security, just like the West did. They failed to ban open grazing, as at the time we are shouting on top of our voice, making a lot of noise about it, but they gave deaf ears. So because of their failures and the continuous killing, ESN was born. Okay, so that's why I say the rise of ESN is the failure, or it's as a result of the failure of the Southeast governors. They are the ones pushing. They are the ones making the system unbearable for the people. And you don't expect the people to just fold their hands. So, Ubaka, your point is on point. Chukwu Lozie said, are we really ready for war, my people? That's a very valid question. Are we really ready for war, my people? That is Chukwu Lozie asking our people this question. Don't forget, you can be part of this program to call by calling the lifeline. All right? So we're taking the live chat. I can tell you, we are really ready to face our enemies, and we will be free. Thank you very much for that, your submission, Chukwu Lozie. But I want to add, while we motivate morale high, getting our people, like I said, if it happens, we are more than capable to do the needful, no doubt. But there are so many things. In fact, I'm not supposed to say this thing on the social media, on the live broadcast like this. But I must tell you, we need to be prepared. Let me just keep it that way. I don't need to say too much. All right, we acknowledge Benny Chooks. We acknowledge Caroline Ashimole. He said, please, war is not the best. Those clamoring war, if it come now, they will all run away. Biafra will come in referendum. So he's opting for referendum. Thank you for your submission. Sontes in Kem said, good night, Chinedu. 2 a.m. from Thailand. So you are chatting from Thailand. Said, Mark, he quoted the Bible. He said, Matthew 11:12, the kingdom of God suffered violence, and only the violence taken it by force. We are going to take Biafra by force, by fire, by force. Thank you for your submission. We have people calling in. Let's take their calls. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, good evening. You're welcome to the live program. Your name and where you're calling from, please.
My name is Ebele. Ebele, EDB.
Ebele, go ahead. Where are you calling us from?
Listen, from America, but I'm calling from America.
You're calling from United States. Go on. What's your submission with what we're discussing?
Well, I just want to make a contribution of mine. All these things that is going on in down east in our land, because the war is in our land already.
Yeah.
All this, I want to ask a question, just a suggestion. All this oil well these guys have in our own land, they hate you by that oil well.
I didn't get that question.
All this oil well these criminals have in our land.
Yeah.
They hate you by that oil well.
Well, I don't really want to go and we don't talk about personal issues or talking about somebody made a comment. I wanted to bring it on this program, but I decided let me just keep it aside because I don't want to personalize this program or to bring in group sentiment. But let me just say, since you just raised this issue about the oil well in the north, in the south. Owazurike statement recently I watched where he was saying that if we want to cripple Nigeria, all the Biafran agitators and the Niger Delta region should have a consensus, unite as a force, and bring Nigeria to its need by destroying the oil installations. That will bring this thing to an abrupt end. That's no one shot, bring down everything all. That's what Owazurike said in the video. Right? So I'm just responding or adding a voice to what you just said. Because when that is done, because the only thing holding Nigeria together is that oil. That's all. And these political classes are the ones, especially those from the north, are the ones holding fast to all these oil wells, amassing wealth at the expense of the people. So my brother, your contribution and your question is valid. That's what that's what I want to add.
Thank you very much, my brother. Thank you very much for this program. Honestly, we have an eye opener. You want to go? And then thank you very much too for Nnamdi Kanu. That guy is opening everybody's eye. Thank you very much, my brother. Bye bye.
Thank you for watching. So those of you who are calling, you can still call +234-810-454-5533. The lines are open. While we go back to the live chat, when you call, we pick up. So back to the live chat, we have Ogele Odero. Please permit me if I, murder your names because some of the names here is really very interesting to call. So Ogale said, "Good evening. Okay, we heard you. News, do ya? Hello, we acknowledge you." Then Chukwuloze said, "We want a referendum, but they refused." That's what I explained. They refused. They don't give you referendum. It is a process for you to get to that referendum. Hello, the caller on the WhatsApp. Your name and where you're calling from, please.
Hello, good evening, sir.
Good evening to you. Your name and where you're calling from.
I'm Amaka from Spain.
Amaka from Spain. Fire on, Amaka. Calling on WhatsApp.
Yeah, I will first commend you on the job you've been doing.
God bless
and
you.
I want to say thank you so much for all you've been doing.
All right.
And then, according to the topic, war or referendum?
What do we want?
Nobody will fight war on his land. So what is happening in our land is that we defend ourselves. We are not fighting war. and nobody wants war. We want referendum.
Exactly. And
But if they bring the war, we will defend ourselves.
Exactly. And you have to be alive to get to that referendum. So you have to defend yourself
Exactly.
because war is already on our doorstep.
Exactly. So that is what is happening. We are not fighting war. We are defending ourselves. When they bring the war, we defend ourselves. We can never fight war on our land.
I agree with you, my sister. Thank you so much for your submission.
So thank you so much for what you are doing.
God bless you. She said it all, very brief and on target. All they call like and like you receive. Not too much analysis. She said it all. She said it all. And that's what we've been saying. Nobody would like to fight a war in his own land, not in Biafran land again. We can't take another war in our homeland. But what we're looking at, what is happening to us now, war is already on our doorstep. No thank you to this political class because they are the ones that allowed it to get to our doorstep. Hello, your name and where you calling from?
Hello.
Your name and where you calling from? The caller on WhatsApp.
I'm calling from Brazil.
You're calling from Lagos. Go ahead. What's your name?
I'm calling from Brazil, São Paulo.
São Paulo.
Yeah.
That's Brazil, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Oh,
yeah,
go
correct.
ahead.
Yeah, my name is Chooks. I'm happy to connect you online because at times I'm trying to get you online, but it's difficult.
Go ahead.
Anyway, yeah, whatever that is happening in Biafran land, we are not surprised because I'm watching television today. I saw Sunday where he traveled to. The governor of the state mobilized police for him, protecting him. I don't know why everything concerning Biafran land is different. Because at times we are blaming our leader, but at times our leader, I think they are trying their best. But in a situation like this, our leader must be open and say a word as a leader. If it was Sunday today, he went to Oshobo, where police gathered around him, protecting him. But on our own, they will just bring us out. They will just crush every of our Biafran brothers, sisters. Nobody is talking on our, even if we are not his children. Parents must stand on behalf of his children.
Exactly. And not when
immediately you call your son or
these
your
children
daughter.
are the ones being killed in their very before eyes. Yet they do nothing.
Just they will be killing in the presence of their father. Nobody will fight for them. But what is on the board? The governor just give mobilized police for him. They are sitting on the air. He's walking like a king. That's our own.
Now, my brother, you now see the disconnection and why we are saying what we're saying. But when we say our political class, our problem with that, we must get rid of them. Everyone that knows me knows that I am on this point. Whatever we will do to get rid of this crop of political leaders in Igbo land, in Biafran land, is the beginning of our freedom. And when I say it, people say I am talking about one Nigeria politics. No, I'm not talking about one Nigeria politics. I'm talking about having the kind of people who share the same aspiration as you do. Until we have them in government houses, those that can stand to defend you. To be honest with you, we'll continue lamenting. They will continue killing us right in our homeland.
Frankly, I was shaking when I saw the walking king in the street. Nobody, no governor in this part of even the I am mobilizing me a woody guy before now they looked at the venue.
See that.
My brother,
thank you
please
very much
keep
for
on
calling.
what you are doing. The only thing we will be doing, let us tell our people the truth. All the young man of people, had the nation, all the nation, had the name. I am going to watch a hen and all around. What any elder pack on them was me here, Jenica Palo.
Thank you.
Edel and all around who still war.
It's all right. Thank you very much. God
Who
bless you.
still war.
That's
who
what
can I send the truth?
It's unfortunate. Thank you very much.
I can send the truth. The small local government. No governor can talk. No senator can talk. Brother, let others talk, please. I think people have a permanent number, yeah?
This is our number. You can always reach me on this line. Thank you very much. God bless you.
Okay, my brother.
All right. The lines are still open. It's getting more interesting. More people are coming in. More people are calling. More people are dropping comments. And from what we are all hearing, it's now clear to the world, to our people especially, our position had been valid for us to grab power, flush out these criminals, this anti-Biafran political class in Igbo land. Until we have the right people, they will continue killing us. I will continue lamenting. Hello, the caller on WhatsApp. You're calling from Germany. Your name and where you're calling from.
Hello.
Go ahead. The caller from Germany, if I'm not mistaken. Your name and where you're calling from.
My name is Jukes. I'm calling from Japan, not from Germany.
Oh, from Japan. Go ahead.
Right.
Go ahead with the submission, please.
Okay. I would like to say something. I have a good news.
Let's hear the good news.
The good news is that the Ethiopian Airlines cargo have rejected the Nigerian government not to transport military hardware to Enugu airport.
That's not what we're going to be talking about here because it's quite a sensitive issue. It's not everything with
Yes,
the media.
because no, please listen to me. Because I am working at the Ethiopian Airlines at cargo division. I'm deployed in Nagasaki, but they have rejected them not to transport military hardware to Enugu. This is the good news. The other thing is that our people must be ready to defend themselves because war is at our doorsteps.
Okay, so you prefer Biafra that will come through war, although we have war on our doorstep?
What I'm saying that everybody has to be ready to defend himself.
Good, because I agree that we have to defend ourselves, no doubt.
We have to defend.
Will ask for the referendum, because Nigeria will still pass through that process to decide. Well, it's not about Biafra alone now in Nigeria, because entire Nigeria is in disarray. Nigeria is at war with itself generally. It's not just about Biafra.
I'm talking about Biafra.
I know what you're talking about.
Referendum is a process.
Exactly, that's what we're talking about.
Referendum is a process. It costs lives, and we must be ready for that.
Exactly.
There is nothing comes free of charge, so everybody must defend himself.
All right, thank you very much, my brother. Let us have other callers. Thank you for being part of the program. God bless you.
Okay, thank you so much.
All right, let's take another caller. Hello, your name and where you're calling from. You're calling from WhatsApp. Be fast, be brief. Others are on the line.
Hello, Mr. Asus.
Yeah, good evening to you. You're calling from Germany?
Yeah, I'm calling from Germany. My name is Victor Udostil.
Go ahead.
Yeah, man, I just want to commend you for your good work. And, it's not easy for you people to be in war front there and start even dishing out all this information. So it is what to commendable, May God bless all of you. I want to say something concerning the question you asked, war or referendum.
Yeah.
I don't know any other war my people are looking for or my people are expecting. War is happening in Biafra land. Every day by day they are adopting our people, kidnapping them. We don't know their whereabouts. Going house to house, killing people. I don't know the kind of war we are expecting before maybe we decide to take. I know one thing I know is if they refuse to give us referendum peacefully, they give a referendum in war. Because that's the issue. The thing is, we need to prepare ourselves because this will have brought the war on our doorstep. So all we need to do now is we cannot put our arms. So if it's a suggestion, or maybe if you can start from the people who stops us not to revenge the blood of our people, because there is the people in our Biafra land who stop us not to revenge. Whenever we want to revenge, they will go Abuja and ask for more military to be deployed in our land, to be killing us every day by day. So if we can be able to start from these people, I think that we can be able to achieve our aim.
Okay, thank you.
So the war is already on our doorstep. So let us not pretend about it, because they have been kidnapping us every day by day, every morning, every day, killing us night afternoon.
All right.
I don't need any other thing we're expecting.
Thank you very much.
God bless you, brother.
God bless you. More people are coming in, getting more interested. Hello, your name and where you're calling from. Be very brave at that.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. Where are you calling from? Your name and where you're calling from?
My name is Collins. I'm calling from Spain.
Go ahead. Go ahead with the submission.
Yes, I want to make my contribution to my observation. As far as Fulani has taken over Nigerian government, they cannot allow the people to achieve that referendum. Fulani cannot allow Nigerian as in Biafra to take referendum. So what I'm trying to say is that we need the war. Since they've already brought war to our doorstep, we need the war. And first, we need to face our political leaders, because they are the ones selling us to the Fulani government.
Okay.
We need to attack our leaders, our senators, our governors, local government, because they are the ones selling us to those useless Fulani caliphate.
So we'll be busy.
So we need.
Excuse me, my brother. Do you think that when we are busy fighting and killing our leaders in our homeland, we'll be able to fight the war that is already on our doorstep? Anyway, that's a note for another day. I thank you for your submission, so that we have other people calling in.
Thank you very much.
Some people are saying we need war. We don't need war. Nobody needs war anywhere in the world. Nobody needs war. I understand the frustration. I understand the anger of our people, but nobody needs war. But we must certainly, it is our right as humans to defend ourselves when faced with obvious annihilation. All right. So, but we don't need war, and it will not happen in our homeland. The Nigerian war, any war that will happen in Nigeria, which is already happening, will not be in our homeland. But what we need to do in our homeland is to defend ourselves. Hello, the caller, your name and where you're calling from. Be brave.
Hello, good evening, sir.
Good evening to you. Your name
my name is Emmanuel Naji. I'm calling from Moscow, Russia Federation.
All right, go ahead from Moscow.
Yeah.
Russia.
Yeah, from Moscow.